Hi, everybody. Okay, this is my second attempt at doing this live. I did one earlier, but my client ended up walking in a little bit early, which I totally don't mind. It actually got me the chance to like talk to her a little bit more than the client after her came in early too. So I was able to finish a little bit early, but that also gives me the chance. Hi, Vanessa. This also gives me the chance to talk to you guys before I leave today. So hello, my name is Amanda. I am the owner of the Beach House Skincare and Spa, and I want to talk to you about something that I talk to my clients every year, which is how to have the best skin in the following year. And so around this time, a lot of people are, setting their New Year resolutions. And although I'm not like the biggest fan of doing New Year resolutions, I do still set goals. I have dreams and wishes and hopes that I can accomplish in the new year. And for me, being a mom to two, under two, my skin is just going insane. It's just wreaking havoc on a lot of things. And so or my skin, my hormones are wreaking havoc on a lot of things, especially my skin. And so something that I am just really passionate about right now is figuring out how to have the best skin while also navigating like what's going on in life. And everybody has a different thing, everybody has their own thing. And so yeah, that's so I'm just going to share with you what is working for myself and the clients that we see here. And so hopefully this can help you too. And if you find that like, okay, maybe your situation is unique, please feel free to like send us a personal message. You can text the spa as well, an email, whatever, carrier pigeon, whatever gets it to us. We are happy to help you to solve the problems of your skin and with whatever is within our scope and to the best of our ability. So yeah, so here's what I'm doing. Also, do you like my tree here? I still have the Christmas tree here, and I am not still playing Christmas music though, because I think I've just I've had it with the Christmas music. My 2-year-old is obsessed with Jingle Bell. He just discovered Jingle Bell Rock, which is just like a new level of Jingle Bells, I think. And all I can think about is like the Mean Girl reference from the movie and the dance. You know what I'm talking about. Hi, Bethany. So I'm going to talk about something called a hydration sandwich, and that is basically where you use only hydrating products on your skin, and then you use one, maybe two products that have an active ingredient in them, and that active ingredient, that single product, is going to be what really targets the concern that you're having with your skin. So for me, I'm struggling with acne and pigmentation issues after having babies. And so a big misconception about acne is that people think you can just like scrub it off, and you can't. You want to hydrate the skin so that the skin cells that are building up, that are really upset and angry, maybe inflamed, they can like settle down and calm down so that when you do start to exfoliate, they actually come off and allow you to get rid of your acne and keep it away for good. So what you want to do is use like double cleanse with a hydrating pre-cleanse and cleanser, toner, serum, moisturizer, SPF. I like to use an oil on top as well, like especially at night. And so in there, it just depends on like your skin concern, your skin type, any allergies, any sensitivities, any of that stuff. If you're going to be doing, if you're going to be using vitamin C or like a type of salicylic acid or glycolic or benzoyl peroxide or anything like that, you really, really, really need to make sure that you get your skin assessed by a skincare professional first, because you don't want to use something that's too strong and then have your skin basically make things worse. So what I am doing, I like to use Mandelic because it targets both of those things that I'm concerned with, which is the acne and the pigmentation. So it's going to break up the pigment and it's also going to keep acne away. And so what I do is I'll do the pre-cleanse, a hydrating toner. I'll use my serums as my actives. So I'll first put on a vitamin C, and then I will wait for that to dry, and then I put on Mandelic 15, and that's because I built up a tolerance. Like, I built my skin up to be able to tolerate that high of a concentration, and then I will put only hydrating products on after that. So for us, that's actually, we have a new moisturizer that we are introducing here at the spa in 2026, and I've been using that one. It has no actives in it whatsoever, and it's called Restore, and it's amazing. It's incredible. The girls have been using it as well. I think Lacey likes the Oxy Infuse one, which is, so there's two different ones that we are introducing, and so there's one called Restore and one called Oxy Infuse, and they're both incredible. And then I will, at night, I'll put an oil on as my last step, and then in the morning I'll replace the oil with an SPF instead, so that that way I'm protected. Some things to look out for, because I feel like the trend right now is to wear less makeup, to have this like perfect glass skin. Everyone's chasing the glass skin look, which is great. It's a beautiful thing, and I mean, I would love that too, but I also have to be realistic about my expectations of my skin, especially like in the season that I'm in. I'm still nursing, so like I can't use certain ingredients, but there is, still options. There's still things that you can look for. So if you're wanting to have that like more natural, less makeup, not as filtered kind of a look, you want to be aware of, like, try not to use products that are too strong, because it'll make you red, and redness typically means inflammation in the skin. And so if you are inflamed, then you're not really going to be able to help your skin to look as good as you want it to. So I think some products to avoid are really high concentrations of vitamin C. It's not really something that you can just go straight to. You have to really build up your skin tolerance. So like, try to avoid anything that's like above a 10% for a while, until you can like build up that tolerance. And then salicylic is one that I feel like a lot of people get confused on. It is great for acne, but it's almost like, it's just like it's not the big guns, but it's really darn close to the big guns of acne. And so you really want to make sure that you're not overdoing it with that product, because it can be really damaging to the skin. And then so vitamin C, salicylic, benzoyl peroxide, that is something you absolutely have to make sure that you have something called a timed entry. So like, you can't just like slather it on your skin. One, because you will overreact your skin. Like, it will become oversensitized and it will hurt so much. Two, you can't put anything on over top of it, because it defeats the whole purpose of benzoyl peroxide, or BPO. It will defeat the whole purpose of it. You're not supposed to put anything over top of it. So make sure that you don't, if you are going to use it, don't put anything on top of it. It's meant to be the last thing you put on. But it is extremely, extremely strong. Even if you get a low concentration, it's still very strong, and so oftentimes it's not as necessary as people think it is. So if you're wanting to have the best skin possible, try the hydration sandwich. And as for the actives that go in between, try something gentle like a lactic acid or mandelic acid, or those are the two main ones. Glycolic, kinda, but you don't want to have anything that's too strong. So I know I threw a lot at you, but if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. This is one of my favorite things to do, is to kind of play detective with what will work and what won't work with your skin. So I look forward to seeing all of you at the spa, and I hope you have a fantastic last week of 2025. and I will see you at the spa. Take care. Bye.